Hi! Happy Wednesday! It's Wednesday. So I've been definitely down the rabbit hole of YouTube videos on velocity banking, which is what I understand is you make chunk payments on a credit card or your credit cards, and then you use that, say, that one credit card to do your variable expenses for that week. And then so you're taking your variable expenses for the week. So I kind of like figured out for September that my variable expenses, groceries, dine out, household, which includes Grace and Grace's Amazon and anything that we need from Amazon. And there are some things that we're not going to need to buy because we just bought some bulk stuff in August. But okay, so I figured dine out, groceries, household, and gas, of course. So I figured that would be $1,200 a month for September. That's what I'm going to budget. Like, let's hope that it's a little less than that, but I'm going to budget $1,200 for the month of September. And then take that divided by 4 because I get paid weekly and variable expenses come out of my paycheck, my budget for the week is 4 divided by 1,200 is $400 a week. Okay. So I don't want to go over $400 a week in those 4 categories. Right. Because you're saying, okay, well, how can your groceries be in essence $400 a month? Well, because I'm going to make it. I mean, we're going to eat from freezer and pantry, and with the September being the first fall month of the year, there's more crock pot meals and more, lighter meal. I mean, I know summer is lighter meals as well, but I'm going to do more crock pot cooking. And I just bought some chicken. I just bought groceries this week, and it was like $82. So, I kind of figure that $100 is like every 2 weeks, really. We will go to BJ's at the end of this week, so I might get some stock up, stuff there, etc. Okay, so on a weekly basis, I'll take, say, $300, and I'll chunk pay $300 on my Barclays credit card. Then in that week, whenever we go grocery shopping, or whether it's gas or we go out to eat, we'll use that Barclays credit card to pay for those variable expenses. So I think what I'm understanding, and if anybody out there does velocity banking with their credit card, let me know if I'm saying it right. So I'm going to use the Barclays credit card to pay for variables on a weekly basis, and then when I get paid every Wednesday, I will take that chunk payment, so say it's $300, and I will pay Barclays $300, and then, or $400, but the goal, hopefully with the intention and the mindset and just, preparing my budget correctly, would be, not to spend up to $300, maybe a little less on a weekly basis for variables, but putting those variables on that one credit card. So in essence, you're reducing your balance with a chunk payment, which is helping you save money on interest daily because it's accrued daily on your credit card. And if you have a high percentage rate, which all these credit cards do, then you're not being charged like tons of interest at the end of the month, and your balance is slowly going down because you're making chunk payments. Okay, does that make sense? Am I saying it right? Where's all my velocity banking people? All right, am I saying it right? So I'm kind of like, I started watching it yesterday. I don't even know how I got into it. I was just, because I'm a YouTube rat, so I just watch YouTube like consistently, Actually, I have not been doing that during the day at work because I've been so busy, and a lot of my work recently is finances and accounting stuff, so I like to not listen to anything or watch anything because, I like you know, because of the concentration factor. I need to focus and concentrate. But I started watching this yesterday, and I'm watching Ask Me How I Budget is the name of the YouTube channel. She did it, you know, I don't think she has current videos, but certainly, you know, a few years ago. And there is someone else, that's how I actually got turned on to it. There is someone else that does, you know, weekly videos now with velocity banking. You can do it with like credit cards, or you can do it with like a line of credit. But I'm going to try it for September. You know, usually I like to do cash for like grocery. I was doing cash for groceries in the last few months. Just like putting $40 to $50 in my cash envelope for groceries, and then, you know, doing groceries that way. But so you know, I will use the credit card for gas, most definitely, for dine out, most definitely, and for household stuff. And then groceries, you know, I don't usually do a big grocery run on a weekly basis. I don't do that. I just did one when we got back from New York, so I won't do one probably for another couple weeks. But if I like go through Misfit Market, you know, because I have 50% off, so if I go through Misfit Market, I'd put that on the credit card, something like that. If I did Hungry Root, I'd probably put it on the credit card. Hungry Root, I do like Hungry Root, but I'm going to take a little break on Hungry Root. Again, it's because I have groceries in the freezer and both freezers upstairs and downstairs. So my goal in the next couple of days is to kind of go through and see what we have, so that we can make a better list for BJ's, you know, to buy what we need for the month of September. I would love to go or be able to do like a bulk shopping now at the end of August for September, including some meats if we want in there, etc., and not have to buy any more groceries except for your usual half and half, you know, your quick Walmart run. That's kind of what I want to do. So I'm going to try that for September. I'm kind of focused on this velocity thing, and I hope it's just not, I know myself, and I really get into, like, you know, I'm watching as many videos as I can on it, and really trying to understand the process. But until you do it, until I actually physically do it, I'm not really going to learn the process. I'm a visual person, and I'm a hands-on person. So, you know, I could read every book about it. I could watch every video about it. But unless I start physically doing it, I'm not going to really understand or see like the difference of, you know, the balance coming down and the interest rate being less. So, all right, we'll try it. We'll see it. You know, I think it is something that I'll probably continue with in the BER, right? The BER months I'm approaching. I'm really excited about it. If you do it, if you've known about it, if you have a good book about it, kind of went on Amazon to see if there was something out there that I could purchase to see, you know, to kind of read about it, because it's something I'm really interested in. So check it out. Check it out. Velocity banking. If you're doing it, if you know somebody that's doing it, if you know a channel that's done it, send them over to me. I'd like to watch it. All right, it's Wednesday. Peace out. Hope all is well. Hope you're having a good week. Wednesday feels like it should be the Thursday, so of course tomorrow's gonna feel like Friday. Yep, I got my hair done. Washed those grays right out, and all is well in my world. Peace out.